Most ADHD home systems sound amazing until about day 3 where everything falls apart. I tested 9 ADHD systems in my actual everyday life. Some worked immediately and some I couldn't stick with at all. So if your home never stays organized, this is what actually held up. I didn't try harder, I didn't become more disciplined. I just changed systems and then paid attention to what I actually did and not what I intended to do. ADHD home system number 1 is the ugly but easy rule. I started choosing easy over aesthetic, and at first, I didn't really like it. It didn't look Pinterest perfect, but here is what I noticed. I use the ugly setup every single time. If it looks good but adds effort, I won't use it. And I wasn't sure how fast this was going to work, but it actually worked immediately. I could go ahead and stick with it. For example, you can see right here I have a drawer with a drawer divider in it and socks on one side. When I need a pair of socks, I open the drawer up, find that section, and then pull out whatever socks I need to wear for the day. Instead, what I did is I actually put a basket on top of my dresser and I put my socks into that basket. Anytime I need a pair of socks, I go to that basket and find the pair of socks I need. Much easier and faster than opening the drawer and trying to find which section in my drawer is where the socks are located. The other thing about it is really easy to throw a pair of socks into this basket as well. And yes, having a basket on top of your dresser doesn't look as nice, but it's just as functional as having these socks in the drawer. And ADHD home system number 2 is half done is done. I stopped trying to finish things perfectly. Instead of folding laundry, I got laundry into one place. Instead of fully cleaning, I just reset part of it. And here's the thing, something weird happened. Things stopped piling up. So what half done doesn't look perfect, it does stop full-blown chaos. And here's what I found out. Just doing this had a massive impact on my life in my day. And this is a good example. I have pots and pans I'm washing and rinsing out, put them on the drying rack. This is one of those drying racks you just roll out. You put them there, you let it dry. You're done with that activity for now. And you might be saying, well, I can't just leave them there. These do have to be put away at some point, and you would be right. I do have another system that actually helps you come back and put these away later in the video. And ADHD home system number 3 is the no backtracking rule. Every time I left a room, I took one thing with me. That's it, not fully cleaning the room, just one thing. And I found out it didn't feel like cleaning when I did this. And the great thing about this is things stopped building up and piling up in my home. And what I found out is that it's not the fastest way to actually clean your home and keep it clean, but it's super powerful because of the fact that you don't end up with piles and piles of stuff that are building up in your home. And here's one way this has helped me. I drink coffee just about every day. And so I put it into a mug or a tumbler, and a lot of times I'll take it with me to do whatever I'm doing around the home. And so what happens is I forget that cup or that tumbler there just because I'm finished with the coffee. I don't want it anymore. I go and do something else. Well, if I go into that room again and see that coffee cup, I don't want to just leave it there. So what I do, I make sure I pick it up and take it back to the coffee station, rinse it out first, and put it back where it belongs. And just by taking that one coffee cup or tumbler back to the kitchen where it belongs, that room is now cleaner. If you're enjoying the content and getting value out of the content, then subscribe to the channel and like the video. And ADHD home system number 4 is the landing strip. Instead of cleaning the whole space, I keep one section usable, just enough room to function. And that one area made everything feel more under control. You don't need a clean space, you need a usable space. And what I learned by doing this, it was surprisingly effective. If you look right here on this counter, I have all this stuff on this counter, but right at the end, I have this one little area that has nothing on it. And so when I come in and pass by this counter, I can put my keys or my wallet there to store that stuff there. And I know that that place needs to have nothing on it. So when I come back, I leave that space there again. And here's the thing, you might have a very good reason for having all that stuff on your counter, but you just need this one space that's going to be available for when you have to use part of this counter. And ADHD home system number 5 is out in the open equals action. If I put something away, it doesn't exist. If I can't see it, it doesn't exist. So what I did, I started leaving important things where I could see them. For example, you may leave bills on the counter to make sure you pay them. You may leave a bag by the door to make sure you take that bag the next day. And here's the thing that I noticed. I actually followed through. And the important thing for me It works. It is a lot messier, but it does work. And this is important. Visibility beats organization for ADHD. And one way this helped me, I have things I need to make sure that I keep track of and a lot of times take with me the next day. And so on my counter, I put my keys, my wallet, and this external SSD drive I have to take with me the next day. And because they're blue, I can see them even from far away. And I know that if they're on that counter, I should see blue somewhere on that counter. And if they're not, then I know that there's not going to be any blue on that counter. I need to go look around and find it. But having things really easy to see and visible makes it really easy for me to find them and keep track of them. ADHD Home System number 6 is the friction fix. I realized I wasn't avoiding tasks, I was really avoiding tiny frustrations all the time. So what I did, I started fixing what made things annoying. And suddenly, things got easier without even trying. Fix what's annoying and the behavior fixes itself. And I see this as one of the most important changes that I made. And let me show you what I mean. That water bottle that's empty, I need to throw away, is far away. Not only that, the cabinet door is a little open, so I have to go by there, close the cabinet door, get the empty water bottle, put it into the trash, and that's going to take a lot of steps that I don't want to have to do. Instead, I have the trash can more near me, have the water bottle on the counter, pick up the water bottle, throw it to the trash really quick. It doesn't take but a little bit amount of time, a lot quicker than doing everything to get to the previous water bottle and that journey I had to take to throw that away. And ADHD Home System number 7 is one surface per day. I gave myself permission to ignore everything but one surface. And when I did it, it worked. But I didn't always remember. And so for me, I found it to be helpful, but also inconsistent. You see right here, I'm cleaning my bathroom counter, get everything cleaned up on the counter, putting everything back to reset it so I can use it the next day. And that does help, but sometimes I just don't get to remember to clean it up. And ADHD Home System number 8 is easier to put away than leave out. I flipped the effort. If something was easier to put away, I actually did it. And this changed more than I expected. Your system should do the work and not you. And what I found about this, it had a huge impact on my day and my life. For example, using hooks is generally better than using hangers. And you see right here, I have a shirt that I need to hang up. I hang it on a hook, doesn't take me any time at all hardly. I try to hang it on a hanger, I have to move it all around, make sure that it's on there and kind of shake it out to make sure it looks neat and everything. And you see how long that process takes. And ADHD Home System number 9 is the end of the day anchor. I stopped trying to clean at a specific time. And what I did, I attached it to something that I already do. And the great thing is, because I was already doing that thing, I didn't have to remember. So what this means is, don't rely on your memory, attach it to something that already happened. And what I found out about this is that this is one of the easiest things to maintain. For example, you see right here, I'm making coffee. While that coffee is brewing, I can go ahead and do a certain amount of different things. For example, those pots and pans that I had before, I can put them away or just put general dishes into the dishwasher as well. And by the time the coffee finishes brewing, I've gotten those activities done. And that means that I don't have to do them later and don't have to remember to do them later as well. The systems that actually stuck had 3 things in common. They didn't require motivation, they didn't require remembering, and they didn't require doing things perfectly. And the ones that failed, they needed me to be consistent first. If your home never stays organized, it's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's because most systems only work when you are at your best. And these are ones that work when you're not. And if you're wondering, where can I find more ADHD systems that I can use that are ADHD friendly? I do have a playlist with all different kind of videos that will help you with just that. When that playlist comes up, click it and find the video that works for you.